So in today's video, we'll be further developing the initial design, which is this portion of the script. And you can find that at the previous video that I shared, which is to create this overall form, which was the initial step. And now here in these next few steps, we're going to be creating the outside beam. So that's what holds the overall design. Then we have the rafters, both in the X and Y direction. And lastly, we have here the glass cover, which kind of provides the protection from the top here. So I'll be sharing with you all of the steps on how I created this in detail. But if you want to download the script and see how things plug in, you can do that on my website for a limited time. So with that being said, thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you're excited to learn a bit more about parametric design and how to create these structures. And let's jump right into it. So one way that we could start is by disabling all of this. And let's go back to our design. So this design is based off of points that get moved up. And then here we have the overall form that we've created, right? So the next step, and I organized them here from the top down, is creating the beam. So let's enable this. And let's disable this one. So at this stage here with this one, what we need to do is take the overall shape, so basically this curve, and from there offset a couple of curves. So these three are offset using offset on surface. What does that mean? That we need to plug in the surface that we offset, and that will give it a guide as to where to offset. So we have the initial one, distance of 0, keeping it the same. Then on this one, it being the overall depth, so that is the beam width of 24, and then creating one in the middle. That is important because those get moved down. And this mid one allows you to drop the beam by a specific amount. So this gives it that curvature. If you want to kind of play around with that, you can also keep it flat like this. So this is a modification that comes from the last step, which is creating the middle portion. And although we didn't use that to create the top one, we did use that to create the bottom loft. So that is where we have these lofts, which is going to be the top one, the side one, the bottom one, and the side one. So all of those are based off of those line segments and joined together to create this beam. So what are the dimensions that we can change? Well, we can change the overall width of the beam. We can change the depth. And we can change the drop, like we said in the last bit. So that takes care of that portion. Now let's move on to creating the rafters. So I'll just take this, and actually I'll leave this here. Now let's go to this one and disable or enable the script. All right, so now that this has been brought back, what we did here is based off of the surface, we created some contours. So all we needed was to bring in the shape. Now, here's the thing. The shape that we had before was this one, and I trimmed that to extract just the inside surface to then create the contours. So notice that the contours here are based off of 48, and we can change the spacing from the center out. Then from this spot, we did another array, but this array was in the opposite direction. So this is in the X direction, this is in the Y direction. And what we did was offset on this one, offset to each side, the beam, like the line segment that was created by the contours to each side, and then extruded down for the depth. So all we did was take the base geometry from our initial step and project some contours and then extrude them down. And on this one, it's the same thing, except for the contour interval is a smaller amount, which we can always change here. So it's 24, let's make them 36. And when you have less, it just makes it easier to compute as well. So now with that, we have the other direction. And then at the end, you'll see that we have both rafters in both directions. You can pick which one you have deeper than the other side. So that concludes that portion of the script. And lastly, we have the top glass panels. Notice that the top glass panels span, they're not cut at every interval. They span 2 bays. And same thing with this one, 2 bays. How did we do that? Well, here we have a multiplier of 2. And if I do a multiplier of 1, notice that they will be subdivided every 1. But if I do it every 3, we could subdivide it every 3. So this is a way in which we could subdivide the top panel using a similar interval as the one that was in our last step. And that gives us the top panels, which we also create a small gap here. And this is the depth of the glass. So this is extruded up. Let's say it's 1 inch, and then here's the gap. We can make it to sit right on top, or if there's a gap, then we can go here to specify the gap. And if you'd like to download this, you can download that at my website, capettidavid.com. It'll be available for a limited time. I just wanted to show you a few more design tips on how to take your initial design and then further develop it to something like this. So thank you very much for being here. Hopefully you learned a few more tips and tricks. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you very much for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video.